Okay, howdy guys. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing version 2.0 of my Crosstrek camper build. I originally built it close to 6 months ago, showed it off about 3 months ago for my first version. I didn't really go into the greatest detail, so today I'm going to show you kind of how my platform works and the adjustments I've made to it to make the experience better. I guess we'll first start off with, I believe I had this in my last video, but it's just a 4x6 awning. And then I have a 6x8 tarp that I got for $5 at Walmart. That's the first change from my original video. I just basically tie it down, stake it around the corners, and then I throw a magnet or two on my hood here. And then up there, you can't really see it and I can't really get to it, but there's a small carabiner that I have hooked up around my bike rack. My roof rack. And then it's another change, but that's something similar. I bought a more collapsible, more easily collapsible table. It's pretty small. I tried to use it for a shower once in Moab, and I stood on it to try to keep my feet from getting dirty, and bent it. So yeah, small, cheap Academy camping chair. Then on the outside you can see I have some Reflectix in, but I also have just, like bug screen, and then I just throw a couple magnets around. And then I have this one and the back corner open and a fan blowing kind of at an angle, hopefully giving some cross breeze. Pretty basic. I just have a small like $10 plastic table that my brother got me for Christmas. My MacBook, probably gonna sit in here in a little bit and run the AC to cool off and just watch some YouTube with my hotspot on my phone. And to show you how that goes, normally I just put my phone in there when I'm driving, a little charging cable. That way I can change the song or something and then still see my GPS up here. This helps get rid of humidity. It came in handy a lot when it was too cold to roll my windows down. This is my Cpap, and that's the Cpap case. Down there in the passenger floorboard, I store water bottles and Powerade. Here are my 2 bike bottles tomorrow ready to go in here. Besides this extra crap that shouldn't be in here, I just got some snacks in case I get munchy at night. So this is my passenger side rear door. This is just a small 1.5 inch, I think, or 1.75 inch, maybe 2-inch camp pad, self-inflating, standard blanket over it. Obviously my 2 pillows. I use this one just kind of help prop me up here. I'll sit upright and play on my iPad with my Xbox controller. Got a couple games that I can play without using the touchscreen, or I'll watch movies. On the other side is typically where I put all my storage stuff, unless my wife's with me. Then I use my roof rack, and I have a couple of tow straps in my passenger door to store my Sterilite boxes. But since this is just an overnight trip, it's gonna be relatively quick. I have a pee bottle, obviously my controller, and some headphones. I have some AirPods out there too. And then this is kind of my one night camp food. So inside my coffee cup, I have my oatmeal for breakfast. And I got some snacks. I got some instant mac and cheese, a bunch of easy stuff. That's my dinner for tonight. Some sporks, my cooking stuff in there. Coffee for the morning. And I just put that in a shoe box because it's what I had, and I was trying to keep it a little bit more organized for a one-night trip and something kind of small. All right, next, I guess I got, clearly my Jackery here. This DC plug when I'm running my Cpap. Standard things I'm sure you know about Jackeries. 300 watt hour. Works good enough for my purposes. I don't power a fridge or anything, so I'm charging my GoPro battery. Yeah, I got my USB fan running. It actually feels phenomenal. I'm probably gonna take it outside with me in a second. And then back here, I just have my camp backpack. In this zipper, I hold all my crazy pills. In the second zipper, I hold deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, charging cables. I think I got my SSD in there in case I move footage over tonight. Then in here, I store my MacBook and my iPad and my clothes. So using just a standard compression sack. It's got my mountain bike gear in there for tomorrow. and a change of clothes for on the way home if I choose to change, which I typically don't. But if I do choose to change, I brought this, which was recommended to me by my buddy Cobra Kyle. It's like $12 on Amazon or something. It's a diaper bag, but it works excellent for putting your stinky mountain bike gear in there so you don't have to smell it. I guess we can show how this mechanism works, and it works differently on both sides, and there's a specific reason for that. Put some paracord on it, drilled a hole through this platform, which just used to be an extension, and it used to have underneath a bunch of legs. You know, there was 2 more legs to support this, but now there's just the set for the standard platform. But I guess the biggest change really is that I can either unhook this or just flip it over, because I threw some hinges. So I can just flip this over, and then I can put my seat back in the standard position. So if my wife's with me, just do a quick setup and tear down. Makes it a lot easier. I guess the biggest difference you can see here is mine's up here on the oh shit handle. And that's because when I go on solo trips, typically, now tonight I didn't because it was just one night, but if I was going for like a week, I don't want to tear down and make up my bed every day, even if it's just as simple as flipping a thing. I normally remove my headrest, and then that gives me clear line of sight across and doesn't block my vision while I'm driving. And then I can keep my pad out, and it makes it real easy to just crawl from here to here to get in bed if I'm at like a Walmart or something and don't want to get out. Then I guess continuing with the platform, kind of going all over the place here, but continuing with the platform, it's just a 4x8 sheet of plywood that I cut down to size. Initially I went over my seats, but it kind of gave you a coffin feel. It was putting you up to like here, and then you were just like really close to the roof. So remove my rear seats, and then I throw the storage under here. So I got my bike pump. That's the rest of my Reflectix that I'm probably not going to use tonight because I'm probably not going to have any peeping toms. On this side, this is my bike toolbox. And this little flip thing makes it a lot easier to get it out. It used to be a pain in the butt, but now I can just flip it up and grab it out of my passenger door. I can't squeeze it through here. I also store under here my poop shovel. Yet to use, but I got it. And then in the door I sleep on, I have bear spray. That's from my trip up to the PNW. And then exactly nice, because I'll cut a bitch. This is the other side of the platform. As you can see, I did the very similar thing. This is what it looks like when it's all the way folded shut. And then on my wife's, actually I'll just show you real quick in a second. I think you can see this best from the driver's seat. This is my wife's seat, or side of the camping platform. So as you can see here, oops, move this cable. This way obviously it's flat, and she can put her camp bed here and lay next to me. And when this down now, because I cut around my center console, that's the other mod I did, is cutting, because these platforms used to connect across the center console, and that let me drop it another 1.5 inches or so, and it really helps with headspace. So anyway, I hook it to here, obviously, because I don't remove the headrest. A little bit more secure of a spot. Granted, it's only holding the head here, but what this allows, and it's kind of hard to show because the door is open, but I can unhook it from here, put it on the oh shit handle, and as you can see, it kind of elevates it and kind of gives her like a Chase Lounge setup, which is super cool. And I guess we'll continue on down here. Like finally, this is really the most important spot because I car camp specifically to go mountain biking most of the time. But yeah, you know, keep my gear back here, shoes, got my hip pack and knee pads and stuff. This is like an emergency car kit, and then obviously first aid kit should be on everybody's radar. Spare set of socks down there, I guess. Overall, it's been a pretty good car camping setup. That was the version 2.0 tour of my Crosstrek. Thanks for watching.